Zakaris. A nice comeback win, actually, as well. You could see he was down a little bit earlier in the sort of game, but managing to turn it around, the ramp kind of really paying off there for him.
Yeah, well, that's obviously essentially what the deck is supposed to be doing.
Yep.
But it did play out well for him. He got the card advantage. He did get ahead. We'll have a look and see if these guys are going into another game. We'll have a look as well at our at our brackets here. Yeah, Jordan. Have a look at the moment. Only that game that we were just spectating, and one other is remaining and waiting.
Round 3,
yeah, in our third round here. So third round, we're starting to get towards the pointy end of the Swiss. If you've won only one game, you're starting to go, look, I really need to pick up.
Yep.
And plus, you need to be also wary of who you're playing against in those tiebreakers.
Yep.
So once you get to the end, if you X and 2, you've won 3 rounds, but you won those at the end.
Yeah, against the supposed lesser opponents.
Yeah, exactly. It's not an ideal situation at all. So what we might do, we'll see. We'll try this last game. We do have one.
Yeah,
by the looks of it, one last game
Yep.
left here. As much as we give Hearthstone a bit of a hard time, I suppose, about the client, it's great that we can jump in here and spectate these these games as we go through. So we'll jump in to what we believe is the final matchup in the third round. Actually, quite an interesting game here. There are 9 turns in, lots of cards in hand here for our Druid. Actually looking, he's got his Zombie Chow here up against a Priest who is at full health.
I think this is a really good situation here for the Druid. I mean, you can use that Sonaris and then Wrath, get rid of the Death Knight, see what you can get out of that, hopefully a big minion or something like that, and then, of course, the Zombie Chow going to get rid of that little Taunter there as well. And he's, of course, got still a load of mana for that turn that he can play if he wants to. Probably Ancient of War wouldn't be an awful decision. Let's see what he goes for. Wrath coming out here, and presumably going to be for the 3 damage. Actually, only going for the 1, so opting... This is crazy. What is going on here? I don't know about this Kel'Thuzad, because you're going to be reviving that Zombie Chow, which could potentially bite you in the butt later. Keeper of the Grove, definitely not what you want to get out of that, and NWG being a little bit sassy there. Alright, let's see what he plays here. I don't know about this Keeper of the Grove if he plays it. I think you'd probably be better off with an Ancient of War. Feels to me like that 2 damage is a little bit of a waste, but he does have massive board control, and there isn't a lot in the hand for NWG, but, you know, I personally probably would have kept that in my hand as a potential removal for something bigger. But I guess all's well that ends well, so we will see if he can close this game out.
Yeah, there's we have a look here. Is there any ridiculous play with Shadow Madness? Grabbing the 3/5, that's actually not too bad. You could play that into a Holy Nova, giving you a bit of a chance to clear out here. 3, you could run it over here into, obviously, Sonaris. There's a few options. It'd be interesting to see what he plays. He will grab our 3/5. I would personally swing it.
I would have probably Holy Nova before that. That way you don't heal the Senjin Shieldmaster, but
yep.
I guess it's a little bit too late for that now.
Yes, well, you could
Holy Nova
right now.
Yeah.
You could Holy Nova first.
Yeah, okay, so this is okay here. He does give up that Senjin after this turn, though, so...
I don't know, I personally probably would have preferred to see the Senjin disappear.
Yeah, but there was no way that he could do that unless... I mean, yeah, he could have done it, I guess. But one of those Keeper of the Groves...
Could have Holy Nova'd first and then swung through after he picked it up.
Yeah.
Would have done that.
There would have still been 2 Keeper of the Groves alive, though, so... you know, it's really...
It is a toss-up, I suppose. Piloted Sky Golem here. Nice little card. Does summon that 4 cost minion.
Yeah, he'd be hoping for something like a Chillwind Yeti in this situation.
He would definitely be hoping for the RNG gods to...
bless him.
Yes, he does need something here. Big Game Hunter, where is that? I must have moused over. Shadow Word Pain will pick up our Sen'jin Shieldmaster swipe. Wow, just the perfect amount here.
I
What's he
reckon you
gonna
just
play?
go for face, really. No, that's actually not a terrible decision either, because he can't clear both the minions, essentially. Wow. Good drop from him, but not going to be enough to really clear that board. And, of course, Kel'Thuzad, as we know, going to revive them all.
Yeah, that was actually an exceptionally good use of Kel'Thuzad indeed. Normally that would have been a really harsh 4-drop to come up against. You would have been like, oh wow, that's
that was probably one of the best 4-drops you can actually get. So lucky for NWG, but probably not enough in this situation. Has no way to draw any cards at the moment, and his hand is completely empty, and he's up against a full board essentially. So yeah, this is probably going to be game over within the next turn.
Choosing to clear up the board here, using his hero power to take out the Organized Soul Priest. It's the Ancient Award. He wants to innovate. Oh, he does have coin as well. So 2 Ancient Awards in the hand. What are we going to go for?
10-5.
Wow.
I think that's pretty much... I mean, it doesn't matter really at this stage, I don't think, but... yeah, probably the better decision in this point, because the Kel'Thuzad will revive it anyway, even if it does go down, so the lack of the extra 5 HP is not so important. But we do see the surrender, or the forfeit, coming out from NWG. And I believe that probably would have been the third game in the series, so looks to me like NWG is going to get a loss there, unfortunately.
Yeah, so he's scooping at the end saying, GG, we have had enough. We have a look at our bracket. We can see